the champions of the rights of mankind, the president said, and that was back then. It says after the fall of the Tsar's regime in March, a greater moral clarity for allied cause emerged. Democratic nations v autocratic empires, man. So that's when they wanted to come in and slide in with that democracy, as I was saying, started leading more and more in wickedness, man. Just like in the time of Alexander the Greek, man, when these devils came into play, like says the scriptures in the Apocrypha, when these crackers came into play and took over, man, wickedness is multiplied in the earth. And this is one of those situations that happened back in 1917, and these devils now, they're doing it again, man. But it's all biblical prophecy, man, because at the end of the day, the Lord's going to, make Esau, the so-called white man, Rothschilds, banking elite families, get caught in their own snare, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. They're going to catch them in the devices that they have imagined, man. So this is not all in vain, man, because the scripture says at the end of the day that the Most High mustereth the host of the battle in Isaiah the 13th chapter. So it's going to go down exactly how the Lord planned it to, man. And these devils ain't got a chance in hell of escaping the judgments, man. They're going into slavery for 1,000 years under Yahushua and his chosen, the elect of Israel. And they after 1,000 years, they're going to be judged again and butchered and exterminated, man. And there ain't going to be no Edomites left. There ain't going to be no Agag after the 1,000 years is up. And they're going to be, a remnant of Esau that's going to be saved. They're all going to get burnt up, man. Charred grilled, man. And exterminated off the face of the earth. And that's just the judgment of the Lord, man. So you Rothschilds, you banking elites, look forward to that, man. Because from here on out, once you press those nuclear buttons, that's your ass, man. Because that's when the Lord's going to come and deliver his elect, and he's going to come and obliterate your kingdoms and take all your crowns, man. Thus saith the Lord, man. So I want to read one or two scriptures and then close out. I didn't want to make this too long. So Jeremiah 51:1 says, Thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that will rise up against me a destroying wind. So that's all the armies or the global elites, man. And mainly talking about the Putin and them, man. Putin and the Russian army, man, because they're going to be one of the main superpowers or world leaders to come against America, man. It says, and we'll send unto Babylon, Salakia, and we'll send unto Babylon fanners. I don't know if it cut out, but I'll read it again. Verse 2 says, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in that day of trouble they shall be against her round about. And that's what's going to happen right now. You can see all the situations, the skirmishes that happen, but now, Trump, America's basically put their foot in their mouth, or put themselves into deep waters that they can't get themselves out of now, because they want to make investigations to who done this attack in Syria and all that, or the chemical attack that happened a few days back, who orchestrated all that. And you're going to find out that it was America, man. America's behind all that. And that's when situations like this is going to, where Trump is just moving irrational and just, pushing buttons and telling the armies to attack and so forth, like, not having no evidence of his claims is basically gonna bite them in the arse, man, at the end, man, because that's when all these other nations are gonna be like, yo, America's been the source of all this hypocrisy and all this wrongdoing and all this malicious acts of war, plotting against the peoples or the other nations, and they're gonna turn around. They're gonna bite America in the arse, man. They're gonna, we need to destroy America. Basically, that's gonna be the new agenda, and they're all gonna shoot their missiles, as it says in Revelations, the 17th chapter, 16th verse, if I'm not mistaken. And they're gonna destroy America, man. Gonna burn her with fire, as the scripture says, man. I think it's either Revelations 11:18 or 17 and 16. Destroy them that destroy the earth. It says So this is beautiful, man, because this is like one of the main end prophecies, and it's playing out right before our eyes, man. So anyone that's a non-believer or infidel, you're gonna be looking stupid at the end of this thing, man. And you unrighteous leaders out there in Israel that basically a bunch of charlatan leaders hiding the truth from people. Well, Jake, you're going to be held accountable for your bullshit as well, man. And you're going to be looking stupid out of this as well when all them nuclear missiles are pushed, buttons are pushed, and you're going to be left out there looking for them one of them missiles to hit your ass, man. And the Lord ain't going to deliver you. This is the third verse. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And that includes Russia and all the other global elites, China, and all that North Korea's, Iran. It says, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigaden, or brigadence, like, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host. And that's what's gonna happen, man. America's gonna get obliterated, man. That place is straight missile food right now, especially after what Trump just did. He just put himself in a shit stirrer, man. A pot that you can't even get out of, man. It says, thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, which is talking about America today. It says, and they that are thrust through in her streets. It says, for Israel have not been forsaken, nor Judah of the Most High, of Yahweh of hosts. It says, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. It says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul, but not cut off her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. It's the time of Yahweh's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. And so that's what this whole thing is about. It's the Lord's payback, man. This is the Lord's payback. That's what this whole thing's about, man. This is verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that have made the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And this is the situations that you're having now, man. Because they had all these little backdoor little deals of not to basically attack each other, man. America was telling Obama that, he shouldn't attack Syria and all these things back then, a few years back, whatever. And, they was having all these little deals of, plea bargains, basically, of not crossing those lines. But now, they crossed those lines, man, and there's no turning back. America's got an answer for the crimes that they've done right now, man, and it's going to keep adding, the tab's going to keep adding up until all the armies of the world turn on their ass and destroy them, man. And that's what's going to happen, man. Because when them backdoor deals that they was doing, it's going to be played out. And, they're going to say that your gold's cankered and all that, like it says in James the 5th chapter, man. We're not going to accept your gold and silver no more. It says Babylon is it says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us everyone go into his own country. For a judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies, man. And this is what's happening right now, man. You're seeing that the Lord's gonna pour out this judgment, man. This missile, it's like Armageddon, the mountain of troops, which is going to be a whole bunch of missiles, man, coming from all these different world global armies. And the scripture says in Revelation, the 9th chapter, that it's going to be something like 200 million missiles going to be shot off, to destroy America, man. That's a lot of missile, man. That's a lot of, that's a lot of power right there, man. Those arrows are going to be shot off and they're not going to return, onto the void, basically, like the scripture says. I'm not saying it verbatim. But I'll jump down to the 11th verse. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh hath raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, talk about Russia, for his devices against Babylon, which is America, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple. And that's what everyone's going to find out, man. This whole thing is orchestrated by Yahweh Shem Yahushai for a reason, man. For a recompense and a judgment against the Lord's people and against him, basically, and his son, man. Only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh's going to get his revenge, man. And you devils, man. You damn oligarchs. You damn pieces of Jewish shit, man. Acting like you're the Lord's people. You ain't the Lord's people, man. You Talmudist and Kabbalah reading motherfucking Edomites, devils, are going to get your just dues, man. The Lord's coming for your asses, man. So, you can plot and scheme your little war in Germany, or war with, the superpowers of today, Russia, Iran and all that. The shit's going to come back to bite you in your ass, man. Talk to you, Rothschilds and all that, man. You ain't going to escape your judgments, man, no matter what you try and do to bring in your little New World Order scheme. The Lord's going to crush that shit, man, like it told you in Job 5 and 12, So anyway, I'm going to close out. I didn't mean to make it too long, but, I'll put the article in the description box. Brothers want to read it. Anyway, just stay in the spirit, time is nigh. Scripture saith, and it's beautiful, man. We're almost out of this bitch. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, to the Akims and Brakatham. Till next time, I say Shalom.